Stop everything. What I'm about to reveal will change the entire complexion of the NFL this OFFSEASON. And you're not going to believe who's at the center of all this chaos. I'm talking about a player so elite, so crucial that his potential arrival in San Francisco could reshape this entire league's power dynamics. I've got sources, confidential intel, and behind-the-scenes whispers that will blow your mind. But I warn you, this is just the beginning. What I'm about to tell you is the tip of a massive iceberg, and the real story, the secret deal, the hidden negotiations, the unprecedented strategy, is still unfolding right now, right as we speak. Do you feel that? The tension in the air. The phones ringing off the hook. The front offices in San Francisco and beyond are in chaos mode, racing against the clock to pull off what could be the most jaw-dropping trade in recent NFL history. Teams are scrambling, rival GMs are calling each other nonstop, trying to get a piece of this puzzle. Confidential sources have just confirmed something that will shake the league: an elite superstar, a game-changer, waiting silently in the shadows, ready to make history. And only a select few inside the league even know his name yet. If you think you've seen seismic shifts before, get ready, because what's happening behind the scenes right now is out of this world. This isn't just about a player changing jerseys. It's about a franchise making a statement, about a GM working in the shadows like a true chess master, orchestrating moves that will echo for decades. This secret is bigger than any trade rumor you've heard. It's a top-tier elite player destined to redefine his team's entire future, and the whispers are that the 49ers are at the epicenter of it all. But who? That's what you're dying to know, isn't it? You want the truth. You want the real story. Well, I promise you, I've got it. And what I'm about to tell you will send shockwaves through your entire NFL universe. San Francisco's front office has been on edge for months. The 49ers, a team built on relentless defense, strategic genius, and an unstoppable offensive core, are still missing that one piece, the piece that elevates them from contenders to absolute legends. Kyle Shanahan, the mastermind orchestrating one of the league's most dynamic offenses, has been searching tirelessly for that perfect addition, that game-changing force that could push this team over the top. The injury-riddled season, especially with the loss of Nick Bosa in 2025, exposed the glaring need for an elite pass rusher. They've been exploring every option, secretly meeting with agents, flying in and out of private jets to discreet locations. You think this league is transparent? Think again. Every move is cloaked in secrecy, encrypted calls, and guarded statements. And here's where it gets even more intense. The team's management has been working in overdrive, impressed by a certain player's recent resurgence. Behind closed doors, whispers say that the 49ers see someone who can immediately restore their defensive dominance. That this player is not just a rental, he's the future. They've been monitoring his every move, analyzing all the stats, listening to the whispers from inside NFL circles that this guy is unstoppable at the right moment. And then, out of nowhere, they found HIM, the secret weapon that could alter everything. The missing link in their quest for perfection. I'm talking about an elite player who has just entered the league's most secretive negotiations, someone whose arrival could spell doom for their rivals and ignite a new era of San Francisco dominance. Hold tight. We're about to reveal who it is, and trust me, this is the big one. I'm talking about Joey Bosa. Yes, Joey Bosa, the once-in-a-generation pass rusher with the talent, the resume, and now, after 2025, the proven ability to be one of the most feared defenders in the league once again. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. Because Joey Bosa is currently a free agent as of January 22, 2026. After bouncing back in an incredible way with the Buffalo Bills, his best season since his peak in 2020, Bosa's market value has skyrocketed. His resurgence has been nothing short of spectacular. We're talking about a player who, after battling injuries throughout his career, hamstrings, calves, missed games, in 2025, turned back into the dominant force he was projected to be when the Chargers drafted him third overall out of Ohio State in 2016. And here's the core. Bosa's recent season numbers are staggering. He played 15 regular season games for Buffalo, a team desperate for defensive stability, and in those games he racked up 5 sacks, 16 quarterback hits, and a remarkable 24 pressures. A guy who had been injured multiple times in LA, missing significant chunks of seasons, looked utterly relentless. His motor was back and his impact was undeniable. But that's not all. He's forced 5 fumbles in 2025 alone, setting a Bills record and showing the world that he's still that disruptive force that can turn the tide of a game. The rawness, the burst, the relentless pursuit of quarterbacks. Joey Bosa in 2025 was a nightmare for offenses. And if you've seen his tape, you know exactly what I mean. His high motor, his hand usage, his ability to bend the edge and corner the passers. This guy is a playmaker, a game winner. And his contract situation. It's a prime target for a team hungry for pass rush help. His recent one-year deal with Buffalo, worth around $12.6 million, was a prove-it contract. But everyone in league circles knows that Bosa's market value now exceeds $20 million annually, possibly in the $45–60 million range over 3 years, given his performance and age. Think about this. The 49ers, led by Kyle Shanahan, see him as the perfect fit to dismantle NFC offenses, to pair alongside Nick Bosa once he returns, and to create a dual-edge threat that no offense will be able to handle. But here's the kicker. He's the missing piece for the Niners. A perfect fit for their scheme, an elite pass rusher who elevates the entire defense and, more importantly, fills that void left by Sale's exit. That's why the whispers are so loud. Insiders say that the 49ers are prepared to go all in on Joey Bosa. And it gets even more intense. The league's top insiders and NFL authority figures have validated this interest. One of the league's most respected analysts told me this. If Joey Bosa hits the open market, the 49ers will be in the top 3 teams fighting for him. They see him as the final piece to their championship puzzle. Imagine the pressure that puts on rival teams, on the Seahawks, Rams, even the Eagles and Cowboys who are eyeing similar targets. The NFL's most brilliant GM, John Lynch. Rumor has it he's been working behind closed doors, orchestrating this entire move like a true chess master. He's a mastermind in the shadows, pulling strings, making calls, negotiating in ways you'll never see on TV. His plan: to secure Joey Bosa, not just for this year, but as a centerpiece of a long-term rebuild, a defense that will dominate for the next 5 years. And behind the scenes, the talks are heated. Rival teams are trying to block this deal, offering bigger contracts to Bosa himself, desperate to keep him away from the NFC West powerhouse. And the logistics? Well, the money is there. The 49ers have been quietly reallocating cap space, unloading a few lower-impact players, setting the stage for a hefty signing bonus that could make Bosa the highest-paid defender in franchise history. Insiders whisper about clauses worth millions in performance bonuses, sacks, Pro Bowl appearances, playoff wins, everything to keep him motivated and locked in. This isn't just a signing, it's a strategic move that could define an era, but let's analyze the bigger picture. You want to know how this impacts their scheme? How Bosa would fit in? Well, San Francisco's defense, under Sale and now possibly with a new DC, has been built on speed, versatility, relentless pass rush, and a flexible front 7. Joey Bosa, at 6'5", 280 pounds, with a quick burst off the edge, elite hand techniques, and a high motor, would slide seamlessly into their scheme. His ability to play 4-3 or 3-4 schemes makes him a universal nightmare. With him lining up opposite Nick Bosa, offenses would need to double-team constantly, opening lanes for the inside linebackers and disruptors like Warner and Greenlaw. And his impact statistics. Next season, projections place him back in double-digit sacks, possibly pushing toward 12-15, a number that would immediately put him among the league's elite. With a healthy Nick Bosa returning from injury and the addition of Joey, the 49ers could boast one of the most fearsome pass-rushing duos in NFL history. Think about that for a second. But it's not just about stats, it's about influence. Joey Bosa's leadership, his relentless motor, his knack for clutch plays in big moments, he's a guy who elevates everyone around him. The question now is, will the league's top brass pull off this blockbuster, or will rival teams swoop in at the last second? The next 48 hours will be critical in determining whether this story becomes official. And finally, let's paint a future picture. Imagine next season. The 49ers, already contenders, now with Joey Bosa anchoring their pass rush, their defense becoming a fortress. Reports say the NFL media is already calling it the return of the Titans. Their social media, lit up with fans dreaming of domination. Billions will pour into promotional campaigns, stadium banners, huge banner ads celebrating the signing of a guy who could be the next Hall of Fame defender. And for the fans, well, it's nothing short of historic. The moment Joey Bosa dons that iconic 49 ers jersey, the league recognizes that something legendary is about to happen, a team with the resources, the leadership, and now the unstoppable talent to chase greatness. A franchise destined not just to compete, but to dominate, to leave a legacy etched in steel for generations. So I ask you, do you understand what's about to unfold? The next 48 hours will decide the fate of this entire league. The greatest signing of the offseason, possibly of the decade, hangs in the balance. This isn't just a rumor, it's the story that will be remembered for ages. Stay tuned, because when it breaks, you'll want to say you saw it first. Because this is just the beginning of the legend in the making. Remember that name, Joey Bosa. Because the moment this deal becomes official, history will forever remember the day the NFL's most relentless pass rusher joined the San Francisco 49 ers. And I promise you won't want to miss a second of what's coming next, because what's happening in the shadows right now is nothing short of epic. And you, yes, you are about to witness a chapter no one else will see coming. This is the Breaking News Insider, and the league will never be the same.